JayZ, aka Sean Carter, and Beyonce have been linked to several controversies that have almost completely ruined their careers and social status in Hollywood, with one of the biggest allegations that has come out as recent as a week ago. Today, I'm going to dive into some bombshell scandals that you probably haven't heard about, so let's go. I want to start with the shocking story of Uncle Ron, Jay-Z's former bodyguard who passed away in September 12th of this year actually. His cause of passing is still unknown, and on Uncle Ron's TikTok page, on all of his videos, the comments were set to limited. It is suspected that the reason for this is because so many people were commenting like, what happened to Ron? How did he pass away? Tell us the truth, and so on and so forth. So his family needed to avoid having to respond to these comments in order to stay safe. And as you've probably already guessed, Jay-Z nor Beyonce has spoken out about this or provided any clarity whatsoever on Uncle Ron's passing, and probably never will. Next, I actually want to dig into an affair you probably haven't heard about, and no, I'm not about to talk about the Rihanna and Jay-Z one. We all know about that one, right? I want to tell you about Jay-Z's alleged affair with rapper and member of Rockefeller Records, Emil. Full name, Emil Whitehead, and you're probably watching this saying like, Emil who? Don't worry, I was too. To give some background on Emil, Emil was born September 19th, 1978 in Cleveland, Ohio, and grew up in a troubled home, and her family experienced poverty. Her mother actually struggled with many issues, including addiction and mental health, and her father was absent, so Emil basically grew up with little to no parental guidance. She had several siblings, and for the most part, helped raise them to the best of her abilities, of course. And the neighborhood she grew up in was tough, and there was just so much instability in her life. It's safe to say it was a hard knock life. Emil did go to high school but dropped out in grade 10 due to financial struggles, and she was influenced by hip hop at a very young age and began writing poetry and raps in her teenage years. She actually even performed in a few Cleveland talent shows and open mic nights. The first life-changing event for Emil was when she met Jaz-O. Now, of course, that led to a lot of industry connections, so this encounter would actually lead her to relocating to New York to pursue a music career. Emil was featured on Jay-Z's 1998 single, Can I Get A, and was set to be a rising star, but that didn't pan out, and here's why. Emil and Jay-Z were alleged to have had an affair, and rumors suggest that the alleged affair occurred around 1999 to 2000, and in a 2000 interview with The Source, Emil implied she had an intimate relationship with Jay-Z, but didn't give any details. Jay-Z, of course, went on to deny the allegations in various interviews, and to no shock to me, you, or anyone with a working brain, Emil was then dropped from Rockefeller Records in 2000, and her music career declined at a rate faster than the Leviathan, and that's a roller coaster for anyone wondering. Now, to make matters worse, though, in the early 2000s, petty type of fashion, both of them released diss tracks. Now, Emil released I'm Concerned, which was aimed directly at Jay-Z, and Jay-Z released The Takeover, which was aimed directly at Emil. Now, enough of Jay-Z, let's actually get to Queen Bee, or Queen Bey, shall I say. Beyonce is no stranger to controversies, right? Like, we know about Jay-Z's 2016 infidelity being hinted in Beyonce's Lemonade album. We know about the 2014 elevator incident with Bey's sister Solange. By the way, I can't believe that was like 10 years ago already. And we've heard about her lip syncing the Star-Spangled Banner at Obama's inauguration in 2013, for which she faced like intense backlash for. But I bet you haven't really heard about Beyonce's several plagiarism accusations. So yeah, I want to highlight one year in particular, 2018, because this year she faced like not one, not two, but 6 different allegations. So let's dig into them. Like, first we have the accusation of music video plagiarism. Now, it is alleged that choreographer Marilyn Oritz said that Beyonce stole concepts and choreography for her Formation music video. Oritz took to Instagram to say, I'm sorry, I don't bash artists, but I respect fellow creative artists, and I don't like to take to social media to promote something that can be perceived as negativity, but at Beyonce, you have the nerve to steal exact concepts and choreography from other real creative geniuses. You stole from @Breaking Surface, you stole the stomping from #Delagarda. It's okay to be inspired, but at least make the effort to make it your own. She then went on to tag several other Instagram handles, and needless to say, the post had thousands of views and comments. And so another plagiarism allegation on Beyonce comes after actually a Belgian choreographer named Anna Teresa de Keersmaker accused Beyonce of plagiarizing her work in Beyonce's Countdown music video. Now, Anna claimed Beyonce took her 1983 ballet moves in a Rosas Dans Rosas, and that's like her music video, and her 1990s Achterland. And she took those moves without any permission at all. And to be fair, the dance moves, gestures, and formations were nearly like identical, and even the outfits and styling were very similar. Anna said she felt shocked and hurt by the apparent plagiarism, and in a public statement she stated, "Beyonce's video is a copycat of my work. What's rude about it is they don't even bother about hiding it. They seem to think they could do it because it's a famous worker. Am I honored? Sure, but look, I've seen local school kids doing this. That's a lot more beautiful." That's a little harsh. But she got zero credit nor any acknowledgement from Beyonce, and she chose not to pursue any legal action. The controversy did, however, bring attention to Anna's work, so there's a plus at least. And you know, this isn't the first or last time Beyonce has been accused of such though, right? She was also in a lot of heat for copying several moves for her very famous Single Ladies video. Now, this is fairly new, but it's Beyonce, so like what's new right now will be old in about like an hour or so. So it's been brought to my attention that Beyonce allegedly has very recently dropped her Carter surname, Carter being Jay-Z's real last name. But anyway, Beyonce has been absolutely embroiled in controversy recently due to a civil lawsuit accusing her husband and Sean Diddy Combs of essaying a 13-year-old girl at a post-2000 MTV Video Music Awards party. Now, JayZ has of course denied the allegations, and Diddy also has denied the allegations. Now, amid this turmoil, die-hard fans, or better known as the Bayhive, have spotted that Forbes, which very recently named Beyonce as one of the most influential women of the year, referred to her as Beyonce Knowles, rather than her official married name, Beyonce Knowles Carter. This led some followers to speculate about a potential soft launch name change. Now, like, fans of course took immediately to social media to share screenshots of her profile and discuss the apparent name change. One user even asked, "My good sis, like, where's your hyphen?" While another commented, "Look how she don't want Carter associated with her now." Another fan even asked, "When did Beyonce change her last name?" And a viral tweet read, "The soft launch name change." However, this could all mean nothing because apparently this is nothing new. According to some fans, they've stated that Forbes has always referred to Beyonce as Beyonce Knowles and not Beyonce Knowles Carter. Interestingly though, in September, Forbes did refer to the singer by her married name, Beyonce Knowles Carter, when she launched her whiskey brand Sir Davis. But like, also let's remember that Beyonce has been rocking the Carter name for years, and her latest album literally is Cowboy Carter. So like everything else, time will tell. Of course, Jay-Z has absolutely expressed his sorrow over the impact this lawsuit has had on his family, and he said in a statement, "My wife and I will have to sit our children down, one of whom is at the age where his friends will surely see the press and ask questions about the nature of these claims, and explain the cruelty and greed of people." He said, "I mourn yet another loss of innocence. Children should not have to endure such at their young age." The rapper also added, "It is unfair to have to try to understand inexplicable degrees of malice meant to destroy families and human spirit. My heart and support goes out to true victims in this world who have to watch how their life story is dressed in costume for profitability by this ambulance chaser in a cheap suit." What do you guys think about all of this? Any thoughts? I'm your host Ashleigh. It's been great catching up.